Dateline, Tyler, Texas. Grassroots America, We the People. April 24th, 2009. It all started with the commitment to fight for the freedom of our children and grandchildren against out-of-control big government. Grassroots America, We the People was born in Tyler, Smith County, Texas back in February. Our weekly call to action lunch meetings have grown to nearly 300 in attendance. The people first came confused, mad, and even afraid, but now they're learning the wisdom of our founding fathers. These East Texans are no longer just focused on daily news reports.
It changes everything, so we don't get so hung up in the issues. Like, it's so easy to get hung up in the issues. I know, I'm sure I'm not any different than you. You get tired, don't you, trying to stay up there.
Grassroots America, We the People is focusing on the founding principles of this nation.
I was all into the issues for the last couple of years and very frustrated with what was happening. And just a few months ago, I have a friend who introduced me to learning more about the solutions. And that made a real difference for me. And that's what we are all about, is we want to educate and help people to learn what the solutions are and how to have peace and hope.
If you're willing to go the extra mile, attend a book discussion, because I promise you that once you get talking and have to defend your opinions, then other people will call you on it. And it will define your thinking, it will fine-tune your speaking, you will become more versed in the principles and therefore be able to be a more active citizen in helping to convert others to the truth. And beyond that, if, as Christy mentioned, if you're willing to get trained to lead those discussion groups, this is something that in my education became a little pet project of mine that I put together and created a class and was able to go on and teach that on how to educate yourself in a way that brings you to truth, a way of studying that is not the way that we studied at school that made our professors happy and got us good grades, a way to study that brings you to truth and helps transform your life. And how to run book discussions that are transformational, that are principle-based. That's the goal, is that we as a nation change who we are, and therefore our government will change with us. So please, come to the Constitutional Seminar, come let us know if you're willing to be a leader and run a book group, and get on the website as we try to get these things posted and make available to you. If you'll do anything, the smallest thing, please educate yourself so that we can force our leaders to be educated and change our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey.
And today, a special visitor for our call to action lunch meeting.
We want to welcome U.S. Congressman Louis Gohmert from the Texas 1st District. Thank you.
Congressman Gohmert came to answer questions and share his view of our out-of-control government in Washington.
I'm so glad to hear what you're doing and this grassroots movement, you know, and to hear people up here saying we've got to educate people because they haven't been getting educated. They don't understand where we came from.
After the call to action lunch meeting, some comments about Grassroots America, We the People.
Well, the reason I'm here, I woke up about 6 months ago and I said, our country's going to hell in a handbasket, basically, and I said, and I don't know what to do about it. And then we heard about the Grassroots program, and we've been pretty much every week since, and we're going to continue to come because I think this is some way that we can help out with what's happening with our country.
I attended the We the People luncheon today because, like most people, I'm worried about America, but positive that we're going to make it changes, and we have to do it at the great grassroots level. And everybody here today is excited, and we're hoping that the country will return to the things that made it great: freedom, liberty, not being afraid to say you're, an American, and stand up for what you believe in. So we're excited, and we hope everybody else across the country does the same thing.
I'm glad to be part of this Grassroots America today. I feel like that this group is going to help me learn what the Constitution is all about. That way I can go and spread the word about how our government should be run with a constitutional form of government. And we'll even get word to some of our leaders in Washington that they need to do the same thing.